It has been a stinker of a start to the La Liga for Atletico Madrid. They sit 9th right now. You couple this with a disappointing 4th place finish last season, and then half a decade since they last won La Liga. And yeah, there needs to be a change. So for my second rebuild of FC26, we are heading to the Spanish capital, Atletico Madrid. You're up to bat. And now this is the default starting 11 we have taken over at Atletico Madrid with. And I'm happy to report, fellas, that it seems like the contract glitch has been fixed. New patch to FC26 today. Hopefully we don't have the board automatically selling our players. The fact that EA even had that in the game from launch to start with is absolutely embarrassing. The thing with this Atletico Madrid squad is there are so many former superstars, still superstars, but aging superstars. So many of their core key players are 30 years of age or above. I mean, like, they don't have a single player under the age of 20 on their books. Yes, they've got some up-and-coming superstars like Simeone, Barrios, even Cardoso, the American who just joined from Real Betis. But we need to make sure Atletico Madrid are going to be good here and now, but also in 5-10 years time. So my first protocol is actually going to be changing the formation, rolling with a 3-1-4-2 formation. And we're getting right to work. I want us challenging for La Liga this season. The left backs and right backs of the squad, I'm getting rid of them. Most of them are in that 30-year mark. So if we can get ourselves 15.7 million pounds to sell Javi Galán, I'm going to do it. This is not the Diego Simeone Atletico Madrid anymore. This is the Mr. Rebuild Madrid. The Argentine Molina, 20 more million pounds for a right back that we wouldn't be playing. And we're immediately going to invest that money into a world-class center midfielder. The wheels are falling off at Bayer Leverkusen now that Xabi Alonso has left. So I'm getting Palacios. I'm rescuing him and bringing him across to Madrid. The Argentinian midfielder joining us for 46 million pounds. A rare loan move here. I'm going to send the Italian Matteo Ruggeri on loan to Roma. But on the very next day, we have basically recouped all of the money we spent on Palacios back. This may be a controversial one, but Llorente, yes, I could have played him as a center midfielder, but he's 31 years of age. We're cashing in him. He heads to Liverpool. 41 million pounds. I'm taking that. Our second signing of the season is getting youth into the defense. Our back three of Hanko, Jimenez, and Lenormand are all 27, 28, and 30. I want a young superstar who can control the back line once those players leave. It is the Brazilian. After a great year, Murillo at Nottingham Forest, he's getting his big money move to La Liga. And subsequently, that is going to end Jose Maria's long spell at Atletico Madrid. I feel like he's been at Atletico Madrid for as long as football has existed. But at 30 years of age, we're cashing in Jose Maria Jimenez off to Italy. All in all, I'm very happy with the team we have heading into this first season. A lot of money in our back pocket, about 87 million pounds. And a lot of questions on where I improve in January. I want us going for a Champions League. I want us going for a La Liga title this season. Players in our defense, even up top, are going to really be the question marks. I'm willing to give Cardoso, Barrios, Simeone, some of our younger, lower rated players more time. But for the older players, if you don't perform, I'm upgrading. When it comes to the Champions League, though, here is our fixture list. Bodo Glimt to start off the season, followed by a trip to Istanbul. October, it's a trip to the Netherlands. Then we face Inter Milan and Royal Union of Belgium. December, we travel to the Emirates to take on Arsenal. January, it's Frankfurt and Liverpool to finish. Marcos Llorente, we get to face our former guy. This is a tough league phase opponent grouping. Let's see how it pans out for us. And let's pray the simulations are fixed so we don't get anybody sold between now and January 1st. Oh, it's a mixed bag. The big problem for Madrid at the moment in real life is draws, and that is the problem for us here. We're sitting third, which is ideal. Champions League is a bare minimum every year, but we're 12 points off Barca and 10 off Real Madrid with only one loss. 8 draws, 8 wins. That is not good enough. Sorloth and Alvarez are not the problem though. They're both scoring goals for fun. It's the defense. So we're going to cash in on Lenormand. I'm actually really surprised with the price that I've got for him. We've sent him back to France and we've got 50 million pounds for him. 50 mil. Wait, no, he's Spanish now. I think he changed his nationality, but still 50 million pounds for him. We can go and get ourselves, honestly, any center back in the world we want right now. Screw it, lads. I don't want PSG becoming unstoppable. I don't want them having every best center back in the world. So we're going to go steal one of theirs. I've paid overs, but we do have the money. And I do think that he's going to be invaluable. It is the Ecuadorian Willian Pacho joining us for 90 mil from PSG. Big price tag, but big overall, big talent. And with us playing a 3 at the back formation, we need a little more squad depth at the center back role rather than just long lay covering 4 players. So we've picked up the Brazilian center back Nathan from Real Betis, 20 mil for the young Brazilian. Ooh, When it comes to the Champions League, though, the draws have stuffed us up there as well. We finished 19th and have just snuck into the final spots. And we're going to be in the playoff rounds where we have been matched up in an all-Spanish affair. Atletico Madrid versus Athletic Bilbao. I would actually be so disappointed if we went out in the playoff round. We're at home for the first leg. Let's see how this one pans out. Set up the foundations. It is Alex Baena saving us at the death, keeping it tied up as we head to Bilbao. It's not looking great, lads. Not looking great. Heading north into Basque territory. Are we going to have to basically hit the reset button with this squad? Playoffs? We do not. Oh my god, Sorloth took it personally. A hat-trick there, and we are going to win this one 4-1. Round of 16 we go. We're into the round of 16, and it is another Spanish opponent. Are we just going to have look at, like, Olympiacos made it through, Slavia Praha, Galatasaray. I was hoping we'd get one of those clubs, but we are going to get Barcelona. Look, I can't be mad about who we're getting drawn up with. We finished 19th. We're going to have to do it. We don't deserve to get drawn up against the easier teams. We deserve to have a tough run if we're going to have a run. Round of 16, first leg at home again. It is a victory. Okay, Alvarez and Sorloth. That is actually really good. The dream of a one-season rebuild was looking like it was hanging in the balance there for a second, but it is alive and kicking. 2-1 up as we head to Catalonian territory. 1-1, we will take that. Marcus Rashford scores, but it doesn't matter. We have eliminated Barcelona in the round of 16. We get a break from the Spaniards. We've got Juventus. Real Madrid still hang in there, but we are versing Juventus in the quarterfinals. This is not a good omen though, fellas. The first leg is on the road. Traveling to Turin. First leg on the road. Come on, fellas. Come on. 3-1. Forget about your omens. Openda makes it a little more manageable for Juventus, but Nathan off the bench. Dude, it is 2 of our 3 signings this year scoring goals. We beat Juventus. We are in an insane position. Earlier when I was talking about making this a one-season rebuild, I was kind of saying it half not being serious, half just hoping for it, but now I genuinely believe it. We're at home, just no injuries, no suspensions. Get us to the semis. 2-2 will take it. Is there any injuries or suspensions? No, there is not. Oh my god, lads. We've come from 19th, and we're now in the Champions League semifinals. Damn, Real Madrid got eliminated. Real Madrid went out, and now oh my god, we're going to verse Lenormand. I'm actually feeling so much better that I signed Pacho, but we're going to be versing Lenormand. PSG versus Atletico Madrid. Oh, come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Trip to France. First leg. One-season rebuild on the line, and we are behind. It is the Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembele, bagging a brace. Julian Alvarez missed a penalty. And for the first time, we have a bit of adversity in these knockout rounds. We need to go home and get a win. Don't let it end like this, lads. Do not let it end like this. We're at home. Yeah, just get it 1-0, send it to extra time. 1-0 and send it to extra time. Oh my god. Fabian won it for PSG in the 89th minute. Are you kidding me? We had that done. We were 1-0 up. They equalized. We take the lead again with Sorloth. Fabian sends PSG into a Champions League final and breaks our hearts. We have held on though. At least we got rid of the draws. We only got 3 draws in the second half of the season. Nowhere near the title race here. 23 points behind Barcelona, but we are going back to the Champions League in season number 2. Mallorca. We were in no real danger of falling out of the top 4, which is nice. We got relegated. Bilbao with a stinker of a season, but it's Alaves, Elche, and Oviedo going down. We won our first trophy of the year, though. We won the Spanish Supercopa, took out Real Madrid in the semis, and then took out Barcelona on penalties in the final. That is awesome. And we won Copa de España. So we've done it domestically. Beat Real Madrid in the final there. Beat Sociedad in the semis. That is awesome. 2 trophies, 2 domestic trophies, 2 domestic cups in this first year. And PSG went out in the Champions League final and lost to Liverpool. 3-1 victory there for Arne Slot's men. Aston Villa win the Europa League and Fiorentina win the Conference League. Holy shit! Alvarez, 43 goals, 11 assists. Oh my god. I mean, Sorloth has had a great year as well. Unfortunately for him, he's probably the one position we need to upgrade on. The rest of the squad is absolutely killing it. Alex Baena, 17 and 14. I want to renegotiate his contract, but he's not willing to talk because His release clause is dangerously low for how good of a player he's becoming. Simeone having a great season. Palacios solid first year. I am very happy with how our offense is developing. And we've got nobody leaving the club on a free at the end of this year. A lot of players coming back from their loan spells though. Speaking of loan spells, I manually only loaned out one player, Matteo Ruggeri, who goes up +2. I'll take that. What a roller coaster of a first season though with Atletico Madrid. We're going to keep building on it though in season number 2. Let's crack on. Come on, fellas. We're going large to start season number 2 after his 2-year sabbatical in the Turkish league. Osimhen's coming back to the big time. Not to discount Galatasaray. They're doing good things that I didn't expect them to do in the Turkish league and European football right now, but he needs to come to one of the big dogs. Sorloth has been an absolute stud last year, but we need somebody else if we're going to take that next step. Win La Liga and win a Champions League title. The Nigerian nightmare, Victor Osimhen, is that man. Making the trip from Istanbul to Madrid for £100 million on the dot. My worst nightmare has just come true though. Alex Bainer. Chelsea have just activated his release clause. I don't want to sell him. Oh, they're letting us contract negotiate. Okay, they're letting us negotiate a contract. This is beautiful. This is a great revelation. Yep, £324 million is a new release clause. That works with me. Give him a pay increase. This is a huge relief. Alex Bainer going nowhere. I mean, like a lot of the other players, like I'll try negotiating with Cardoso or just as an example, and they won't let you. I was so terrified that was going to happen with Bainer. Crisis averted. There are a lot of players I do want to sell this window though. A lot of the guys that came back, I'm cashing in on, getting rid of the deadwood. First man out is the Moroccan winger, Salim El Jabari, heading to Belgium. Rodrigo de Paul, one of my favorite players for a long time there. He's in the MLS now at Inter Milan on loan, but we're actually going to send him back Osimhen's direction. Permanent transfer to him to go to Galatasaray. Thomas Lemar, I remember when he was a career mode wonder kid. Now we've sold him to Sevilla. And whilst there are still many players I want to sell, I want to make sure our squad depth is looking really good. Squad depth here for Johnny Cardoso, it is Samu Costa joining us from Mallorca. And behind Simeone at the right midfield role, we're going to go for the Kosovonian right midfielder, Zagrova. Beat him in the Champions League last season and now make him a player for us. £21.8 million for him. Oh, this is a dangerous looking side, fellas. A dangerous looking side. I've again kept a bunch of money because I want to be adaptable. If something catastrophic happens, I want us to be able to get back and steady the ship, but this starting 11 is ridiculous. And I mean, with the additions we've made, the bench is looking ridiculous as well. I'm happy that we managed to keep on to Sorloth here. I think he'll be great if anything happens to Osimhen or Alvarez, but having the two of them up top it's invaluable. Last year's Champions League semi-final was a nice surprise, but I think anything less than going for the title is going to be a disappointment this year. And this is who we face, hopefully a little easier of a run and draw than last year, starting off hosting Sporting. Who the hell? Is that a French team? Ral La Louvière. I've never heard of that club in my life. Where are you lads from? They're from the Belgian league. They must have just got promoted in real life and now they're in the game. Fair enough. October, we face Man City. November, we host Dortmund. It's starting to get difficult now. And we host PSG. Leave me alone. December, a trip to the Czech Republic. And then to polish it off, a trip to Lyon. And where are we? A trip to Hungary. So it really is an up and down draw. If we can survive that middle period of PSG, City, Dortmund, I think we'll be in a great spot. Life in La Liga is going well though, lads. We are in the title race right now. Barcelona down in 5th. Real Madrid currently pulling off an invincible season, but that's the big thing. We got the draws turned around to start the season, and it's kept us in this title race, 2 points behind Real Madrid. And luckily, nothing cataclysmic has happened. We've been able to keep everybody happy for the most part. The glitch is gone, which I'm very happy about. But with £60 million in our bank account, I say we go spend it. Let's go look at the team first. Yeah, I mean, like the starting 11 is just off its face. I'm going to say we go for a backup left midfielder though. We've got Ruggeri, but 77 versus 89, which is Bainer's current overall, is a massive drop off. Let's go see if we can get somebody that's honestly around like the 82, 83 marker. We've found our man. He's one of the most, I'm not going to say underrated because I feel like he's starting to get his recognition. One of my favorite players in the Premier League right now. This man has been carrying my fantasy Premier League team so far to start the season. Can fill in at left mid, can go out striker even for us. It is Iliman Ndiaye joining us from Everton. Spent around £33 million to bring him across. Good. All right. Unlike last season, we have made it automatically to the round of 16, skip the playoffs, finishing 5th. That feels a lot better than 19. And now we wait and see who we're going to be versing. Hopefully it's one of the teams on the left-hand side of the draw besides Milan. I don't want to be versing Dortmund or Bayern Munich or Inter or Arsenal. Oh, this is actually a baptism of fire. Napoli made it to the semi-finals against Man City last season. So against Liverpool rather last season. So we need to be on our guard here. Full strength starting 11. We're traveling to Naples, traveling to the south of Italy. Come on, lads. Strong first leg to take back to Madrid. It is a 3-0 win. Samu Costa gets an injury in the 83rd minute. He got subbed on and then subbed off. But 3-0 to take home is unbelievable. Samu Costa is out for this one off the bench, but no great loss. 3-0 up. I was debating rotating, but we just can't take any risks. Let's get the job done. Get ourselves back to the quarterfinals. 2-1. Barrios with the yellow card. Hopefully not detrimental, but Osimhen, I just clicked. Osimhen against his former club as well. They had blood between them, but we're going to take down Napoli 2-1. Oh, you didn't want to give us AEK Athens? We've been drawn Arsenal. Arsenal in the quarterfinals. You can never expect an easy run to a Champions League final. This is a huge hurdle. Arsenal, great team in career mode. Come on, fellas. Strong first leg at home, 2-2. That's not ideal. It still obviously could be way worse, but I think my expectations are just crazy now after that 3-0 first leg against Napoli. And what has me a little more nervous is the fact that we're going to North London now. We have the away leg next up. Baina to a 90 overall. We need him to step up and do it for us against Arsenal. We win it on penalties. Conor Gallagher returning to the city he once played. Alex Baina got us the go-ahead goal, the goal to equalize. It was 1-1 after regulation, but it goes all the way to penalty shootouts. We are going to beat Arsenal, and we're into the semi-finals for the second straight year. Oh my God. It is a chance at revenge. PSG, the team that took us out in the semi-finals last year, we get another bite at the cherry. Liverpool in the semi-finals again. They're 2-1 down against Man City, but we've got to focus on ourselves. We need to focus on taking out PSG. Barrios suspended for the first leg though, so Conor Gallagher, our penalty shootout hero against Arsenal, is going to come into the starting lineup. What stuffed us up last year was the first leg. We went behind against PSG and it made it so difficult to come back, and we had to rely on winning the second leg. We need to set ourselves up for success in this first leg. We're at home. We've got a great team. Set ourselves up. We equalize. I'll take it. Alvarez with a yellow card. Dembele with a goal. Clement Longley is the one who gets us an equalizer. An unexpected source off the bench. We are all tied up as we head to Paris. Oh, here we go. Away at the Parc des Princes. Off to the French capital. Barrios back into the starting 11. But I swear to God, lads, if we go out to PSG in the semi-finals for a second successive year, I am going to be so upset. Come on, fellas. Just focus on a 1-0 win. Focus! We will take a 3-0 lead. That is a lot of yellow cards, though. Oh, that is a lot of yellow cards. Murillo, Johnny Cardoso, and Barrios again. Barrios should be sweet because he already served a suspension. Johnny and Murillo, though, I'm not so certain. Who cares, though? For now, who cares? We've won 3-0, 4-1 on aggregate. We are heading to a Champions League final. So both teams that were in the final last year have been eliminated. Liverpool, PSG falling in the semi-finals. It is Atletico Madrid versus Manchester City in the Season 2 Champions League final. A look around the grounds. Chelsea beat Roma in the Europa League final. Lille beat Panathinaikos in the Conference League. Whoa, what happened? We were in the title race. Real Madrid didn't lose a single game in the second half of the year. And we end up finishing, I know, 7 points clear of Osasuna, but feeling pretty grateful to even be in the Champions League next year. We will be there in Season 3 if we don't beat Man City tonight, but I was hoping to win the damn league title. Bilbao in 6th, a bit of a better season for a lot of the other clubs, but it's Espanyol, Zaragoza, and Leganes getting relegated. Barcelona win the Spanish Supercopa on penalties. We lost to Mallorca in the semis, and we lost to Real Madrid in Copa de España's final. Tried to go back-to-back there. But I would sacrifice both of those trophies if it means we win the Champions League here right now. Great year for Alvarez and Osimhen. Not as insane as last season, but still a pretty damn good performance. Alex Baina, so glad we didn't lose him to Chelsea. He's up to a 90 overall. Palacios, solid midfield export. Simeone up to an 86. Very, very excited to use this team in game though, and hopefully send Koke and Antoine Griezmann off as champions of Europe in their final seasons. Oh, Marmouche has gone through there. Shirky, they're playing it around the box, but that is a terrible shot. Easy save for All Black. That is a warning sign that we cannot take City lightly. What is that throw? Alvarez against his former club. Bit of space there for Osimhen. Osimhen, there it is. We get the opening goal of this Champions League final. I'm a bit of a sharpshooter in the game this year. If you haven't seen our Barcelona career mode on the second channel, we score goals for fun over there, and it carries over into this rebuild. Chevere, though, they've played that one through. I'm getting too high on my own supply. Right off the kickoff, Omar Mamouche equalizes for City. Malero, good save, Oblak. Oh, make the tackle. Oh, still got it. Osimhen, I see the space for Alvarez. That's a great ball. That is a great ball from Osimhen. Come on, Alvarez. Tough angle for the former City man. Cuts it in nicely, though. Alvarez drills it and scores against the club that let him go. And you can bet your bottom dollar I am celebrating. What a goal from Alvarez, but great passing from Victor Osimhen. Do not let them go and equalize straight off the kickoff again, though. Let's just take this lead into halftime. They put the ball in. Everyone's diving around. Cardoso clears it, and we're going to get the halftime lead. And I kind of wish we were playing on there because we had a counter-attack brewing. Got the corner here, lads. Alex Bainer to float this one in. It's a bit of a drilled shot. It falls. Oh, falls again. I don't know who that was. I'm just spamming circle. No, how have we not got a shot off there? Nah, couldn't get the tackle in with Bainer on Shaki. They put the ball in. They get the header. Oblak saves it. Oh my God. What a final. The referee blows the full-time whistle. We have had to grind out that second half. City threw the kitchen sink at us, but we have done it. We have won a Champions League here with Atletico Madrid. What a team. And now that they have finally figured out that contract glitch in FC26, I'm actually having fun on the game. I didn't want to make any content while that glitch was in the game because it broke what we could do, especially in these rebuilds. But just in 2 seasons, we have successfully rebuilt Atletico Madrid. Jan Oblak wearing the captain's armband. Although Coca and Antoine Griezmann didn't feature too heavily in this rebuild, they're going to go out as Champions League winners, and Atletico Madrid are kings of Europe once again. Lads, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch my first rebuild of the year with Aston Villa.